Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first session of Business Studies. In today's session, we will begin with first chapter of second PUC, that is Nature and Significance of Management. Before understanding what is nature and significance of management, we need to understand what does the term management refers to. Let it be any business enterprise. Every business enterprise has its own aims, has its own goals, objectives that it want to achieve. And towards attainment of that goals and objectives, there will be individuals who will be working in that organization. Now, management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which all those individuals of the enterprise they will work together as a group. Why they are working together as a group? To efficiently accomplish the selected aims of that organization. This is the definition that has been given by Harold Coons and Hans Werich. Now, there is another way at looking over the term management. As I have said you, all the organization will have their own objectives to be attained. All the organization try to achieve the objectives efficiently and effectively. There will be human and material resource in every organization. Without resources, will you be able to perform activities? Without men, material, machinery, money, equipment, is it possible to undertake the operations of the business? No. And it is necessary to have coordination between this human resource and material resources. According to Robert Trelly and Jenny Newport, management is a process of planning, organizing, accounting, and controlling. Why are you performing these activities? Planning, organizing, accounting, and controlling in order to achieve coordination between human and material resources, which will in turn help to attain the objectives of the organization efficiently and effectively. Now, according to the definition that has been given by Kretner, management is a process of working with and through others. Obviously, all the individuals in the organization they need to work with each other as a group to achieve the organizational objectives. And we know that resources in the organization will be limited. It is necessary to get maximum benefit with the limited input. That is to get maximum output with a limited input and adjust the functioning of business enterprise according to the changes in the environment. Let me take one example. Assume that customer taste and preference towards the product in the market has changed. This is a changes in business environment. Now, according to the change in the customer taste and preference, you need to modify the product or service that you are dealing with. Only then you will be able to sustain the market. Right? So, what does Kretner say? He says that management is a process in which individuals must work together and try to attain the organizational objective. And to achieve this organizational objective, he says that within the limited resources, you need to get the maximum output, maximum benefit, and adjust the functioning of business enterprise as per the changes in the business environment. Let it be any type of organization. Management term is extensively used. Management term is a very popular term. All the individuals in the organization they will be performing diverse activities. Even though they are performing different activities, all of them are trying to achieve the same goal, the same organizational objective. Employees in the finance department will be performing financial activities. Employees in the marketing department will be performing marketing activities. Activities of production department are different from financial and marketing department. Activities performed by the employees in human resource department is different. All the employees in the organization, they are performing diverse tasks. Even though they are performing diverse tasks, they are ultimately trying to achieve the common objective of the organization. Management tries to complete the task as well as achieve the organizational goals with minimum cost. It does not just concentrate on completion of task or achievement of goals. Along with it, it tries to minimize the cost as much as possible. Therefore, you can define management as it is a process of getting things done. Why are you getting the things done? In order to achieve the organizational goals efficiently and effectively. To accomplish the organizational goals, you are performing various activities. I mean, individuals are performing various activities. They are working together in group. They are trying to make maximum utilization of the limited resources. In turn, they want to achieve the goals efficiently and effectively. So, from this definition, you can find out three terms. One is process, another is effective, and last is efficient. What does process, effective, and efficient means? To begin with process means all those activities that management performs in order to get the things done. There will be various activities in the organization to be performed. Process means all those activities that a management perform. There are basically five functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. All these functions are part of process. Now, what does these functions mean exactly? We will be studying it in the later part of this chapter. Next is being effective. What does being effective means? Being effective means finishing whatever the task has been assigned. Effectiveness is concerned with completing the task, completing the target, completing the activities, achieving the goals. Basically, effective is concerned with end result. But just being effective is not sufficient. I mean, just completing the task, achieving the goals is not sufficient. Then what is the requirement? The requirement is efficiency. What does efficiency means now? Efficiency means doing the task correctly with minimum cost. Here you are speaking about cost. You are trying to minimize the cost. It is a kind of cost and benefit analysis. You need to minimize the cost and try to get maximum benefit. That is efficiency concerned with. If you are using less resources in the sense here it means input, men, material, machinery, money, equipments. If you are using less resources and from those resources you are deriving more benefit, that is output, then it means you have achieved efficiency in performing the task. Just being effective is not sufficient. Just completing the task is not sufficient. Or just being efficient, that is minimizing the cost, is also not sufficient. So, what does Effectiveness means effectiveness is concerned with end result. Effectiveness is concerned with completing the task, achieving the goals, performing the task. Efficiency. Efficiency is concerned with minimizing the cost. It is trying to increase the output, increase the benefit with limited resources, limited input. Now, let us understand effectiveness versus efficiency. It means the organization must be efficient or effective, or it must be both. So, organization must be both. Only being effective is not sufficient. Only being efficient is not sufficient. Effectiveness and efficiency are considered as two sides of the same coin. It means they are inseparable. It is necessary for the organization to be both, to be efficient and to be effective. There need to be a balance between effectiveness and efficiency. Management should not compromise with any of them. Let us take one example. Assume that company's target is to produce 5,000 units in 1 year. Okay. Now, what the manager will do in order to achieve this target, he is operating on double shift. Because of operating on double shift, the cost has been increased. He was able to achieve the target. He has produced 5,000 units. Okay, but at a high production cost. It means what? In this case, the manager was effective. Why? Because he has completed the target. But was he efficient? No, he was not efficient. Because of lack of efficiency, what was the impact? The cost of production increased. This is the first scenario where the manager was effective but not efficient. Okay, now let us see another scenario. In this case, the manager tried to cut down the cost, but he was not able to meet the target of producing 5,000 units. It means in the second scenario, he is efficient. Why? Because he was able to minimize the cost. Whereas he did not meet the target, he was not effective. What will be the impact then? What is the result if the manager is efficient but not effective? Because of not meeting the targets, the goods do not reach the market on time. And this might lead to decline in the demand. And you are giving opportunity for the competitors to enter into the market. So, being efficient but not effective is also not advisable. Hence, it is necessary that the organization must be effective as well as efficient. It means the organization must achieve the target, as well as along with achieving the target, it need to minimize the cost. Maintaining a balance between effectiveness and efficiency is important.